Brice Garnett wins the Puerto Rico Open 2024. Rio Grande, Puerto Rico, Associated Press. Brice Garnett won the Puerto Rico Open on Sunday by making a birdie putt from 15 feet away on the fourth playoff hole. This victory propelled him to the Players' Championship the following week and gave him PGA Tour credentials for the next 3 years. Garnett's victory was his first tournament of the year. Within the final round at Grand Reserve Golf Club, Garnett finished with a score of 3 under par 69. She got back into the game by making consecutive birdies on the 13th and 14th holes, and then she saved par on the 18th hole within regulation. A 68 was Eric Barnes' final score, and he also managed to save par on the 18th hole. 19 points under 269 was their final score. Every single one of them had a shot at winning the playoff, and each of them did so on the 630-yard closing hole. A birdie putt from 12 feet that would have won the game on the first extra hole was missed by Garnett. Barnes managed to make a birdie putt from 15 feet away on the second playoff hole, while Garnett was able to equal his effort from 6 feet away. After Garnett made a birdie on the fourth playoff hole, Barnes came dangerously close to making a shot from 12 feet away. When all was over, Garnett was overcome with emotion, and it was not hard to comprehend why. It was in the Dominican Republic in 2018 that he achieved his only victory on the PGA Tour. However, in 2018, he finished outside of the top 150 and was relegated to a low status as a former champion who had previously won. As a result of the high stakes and hallmark events that have been held on the PGA Tour this year, this was the first tournament that he was able to participate in. On the opposite side of the Arnold Palmer Invitational was where the Puerto Rico Open was staged. This event, which Garnett called his Augusta, was so significant for him because it would provide him with the opportunity to accumulate FedEx Cup points. It turned out the way he could not have imagined it would. Having won, the winner is eligible for a 2-year exemption, which includes the remainder of 2024 on the PGA Tour, as well as the subsequent 2 years. In addition to competing in the Players' Championship, which will take place next week and has a prize pool of $25 million, Garnett will also be competing in the PGA Championship, and he will begin his career at Kapalua, Hawaii, for the century in the following year. "It's enormous," he remarked. "As soon as I found out that I would get the chance to participate once more, I was overjoyed. This tour will continue for 3 more years, and I will be able to participate in some events. This year, there were a great deal of unknown things. During the playoffs, Jimmy Stanger had a good chance of making it in. He needed to get up and down to make a birdie on the 18th hole because he was left off the green by 2 feet. However, he was forced to settle for par and a score of 70 since his chip went flying across the green. Along with Hayden Springer, 68, and Victor Perez, 65, Stanger finished in a tie for 3rd place. Not until the 15th hole did Ben Coles, who is now in the lead after 54 holes, make a birdie. Going into the 18th hole, which was a par 5, he still had a chance to make it into the playoff. However, he made a 3-putt from 35 feet for a bogey and finished with a score of 73, which tied him for 6th place. Golf. Brice Garnett is the winner of the 2024 Puerto Rico Open, which is a different competition compared to the Arnold Palmer Invitational. The tournament was decided after 4 rounds of playoffs. After winning the Corrales Punta Cana in 2018, the 40-year-old golfer from Missouri has now won his 2nd victory on the PGA Tour. This triumph comes 6 years after his first victory. After 2 pars, 2 birdies, and 2 more pars, it is his birdie that seals the deal against Eric Barnes, who both end at -19. This occurs during the continuous repetition of the 18th hole. The results of the Puerto Rico Open: Hayden Springer, Jimmy Stanger, and Victor Perez, the only non-American competitor, are tied for 3rd place with a score of -18. Victor Perez is the only non-American competitor overall. Perez is the one who shines the brightest, shooting a 65 -7 to move up 10 spots in the rankings. Ben Coles, Joe Highsmith, and Adrien Dumont de Chassart, a Belgian, are currently placing in 6th place with a score of -17. This is a confirmation of the encouraging indicators that he displayed on the Korn Ferry Tour in 2023. While he was on his way to the PGA Tour, he was honored with the title of Rookie of the Year. Norman Shone, an amateur, comes in 9th position with a score of -16. He is followed by 5 other competitors, including American Jackson Van Paris, Evan Harmeling, Austin Cook, Martin Laird of Scotland, and Matti Schmidt of Germany. The incredible -8 that Van Paris fires propels him up 40 ranks on the leaderboard, making his performance stand out as particularly noteworthy. Puerto Rico, usually referred to as Puerto Rico, is a territory of the United States of America that is not incorporated and is situated in the northeastern Caribbean Sea between the Dominican Republic and the Virgin Islands. It is formerly known as the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico. In 2012, the people of the area voted in favor of becoming a federal state of the United States, which resulted in a popular referendum that was not legally binding. The referendum received 61.15% of the votes. This outcome was validated by an additional electoral survey in the year 2017 and a formal request to initiate the legislative procedure to change the island into a union state was submitted to the United States Congress. However, the proposal has not yet been accepted. Puerto Rico is an archipelago that is made up of several smaller islands such as Mona, Vieques, and Culebra, in addition to the main island of the same name, which is the smallest of the Greater Antilles. Its capital is San Juan, which by the time of the census in the year 2000 had a population of over 848,000 people and had surpassed 2 million when the metropolitan area was taken into consideration. In addition to providing possibilities for bettors, competitions such as the Puerto Rico Open provide options for PGA Tour members who do not qualify for tournaments such as the Arnold Palmer Invitational presented by MasterCard, which is being played concurrently. If you have a ticket that had Brice Garnett as the outright winner, then you are also a winner. In a sudden death playoff that took place at Grand Reserve Golf Club in Rio Grande, Garnett prevailed over Eric Barnes by making a birdie on the 18th hole, which was a par 4. It is Garnett's second-ever victory on the PGA Tour and her second victory on paspalum grass. The 2018 Corales Punta Cana Championship was the moment when he made his breakthrough. Before the competition, Garnett could be bet at BetMGM for a price of plus $15,000. In addition, why would he not be that long in an additional event circumstance? Even though he had not participated in any PGA Tour events this year, he was still considered a past champion. He is now on his way to the Players' Championship, where he will compete as the final qualifier. In addition to the $720,000, he will receive 300 FedEx Cup points for the victory. On the other hand, Barnes provided investors with a ride for $9,000, and this comes just a few days before the first anniversary of the reconstructive surgery he underwent on his left knee. By a medical extension, the rookie from 2022-2023 member for the current season. Of course, someone will inevitably be the shortest on the board. In the context of the Puerto Rico Open in particular, that particular spot was shared by Aaron Rai and Rasmus Højgaard, both of whom were plus 1,800 to win. Both the Englishman and the Dane finished in the 25th and 49th positions, respectively. Thanks for watching. Kindly like and subscribe for more videos. In the comments section of the post, please tell me how many you discovered.